Residential utility hikes for Morrill electric customers are on hold after more than 12 residents voiced their opposition to a $20 monthly increase. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Village of Morrill Board of Trustees have tabled making a decision on a proposed ordinance that would increase residents' monthly electric fees by adding a $20 per month administrative fee. During last Tuesday's meeting, 17 residents spoke about the proposed ordinance, most of them emphatically against the utility hike. Board of Trustees Chair Tony Schuler explains that the goal of the fee is to help pay for administrative costs incurred by the electrical system, but paid for through the village's general fund. He says it would generate just under $160,000 annually and cover shortfalls of the golf course, pool, and other village amenities. However, many of those electric customers say that they're on a fixed income, and some countered with lower monthly fees, while others said the village needs to make adjustments and run the village like a business. Following the public hearing, the 3 of the 5 trustees that were in attendance unanimously voted to table the ordinance's third and final vote until the March 5th regular board meeting. Well, the 2019 KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo is officially in the books, culminating a busy weekend at the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds in Mitchell. Thousands of people came through the doors on Friday and Saturday, with this year's expo featuring approximately 100 vendors coming from Nebraska, Wyoming, South Dakota, Kansas, Colorado, and beyond. Many vendors are annual staples at the expo, where they get to see old and prospective customers alike. This marked the 34th year of the Farm and Ranch Expo, but for some businesses, 2019 marked their first or second year at the expo. Philip Holliday of Hydrotech says they were able to showcase their offerings to their target audience both days of the show.
Yeah, we are. We've got quite a bit of product out here this year. We've got some of our fuel improvers. We've got some of our different oils that we have. We also have our greases, our essential lube product out here as well too. So yeah, we got quite a few products on display out here.
A big thank you to everyone who came out to this year's Farm and Ranch Expo, and a big shout out to the KNEB sales team for putting in countless hours to once again make this a great event for the entire community. Well, straight ahead, should have a couple nice days of weather before things drop below the freezing mark again. Bill Boyer has your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Arby's 2 for $5 mix and match is here for a limited time. How limited? If I tell you, will you still come right now versus putting it off until oops, the deal is over?
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, not a bad looking evening out there. Skies are going to be clear. Temps going to fall down into the teens, but thankfully that's going to be above zero and not where we were a couple of days ago when temps got just bone-chillingly cold out there. In fact, we're going to turn milder for a couple of days. Enjoy it. It's going to be a brief reprise from where we've been and where we're heading. Breezy at times, much colder air though coming in on Thursday with some rain or snow possible for Valentine's Day. After a low of 4 yesterday, we climbed only to 23. We did a little better than that today. We'll do even better tomorrow. Right at normal for the month with 1800s, 4500s for the year. just a few hundredths shy of where we should be. Well, remember we showed you this graph a few weeks ago when we had almost 2 weeks of above normal temperatures. Well, back to the last couple of days in January and the first couple of days of February, we were well above normal. Remember we had these 50s and 60-degree readings? But since last Monday, so a week ago today, we've had a stretch of 7 days in a row and make it today with 8 days in a row of below normal temperatures, well below in some cases. 10 was our high back on Thursday, 28, 29, 23. Those are 10 to 15 to 20 degrees below normal. That's going to continue for the next 7 to 10 days. Here's our 6 to 10 day outlook. And as you can see, a large swath of our area looking like we're going to be below normal temperature-wise. Very good chances of below normal temperatures. Not only that, but it looks a little active in terms of precip as well, as a big swath of the country here with above normal precip just off to our south, down in around portions of Denver and the Front Range of Colorado, an even better chance of a wetter than normal. But if we had to put money on it in Vegas, it would be colder and wetter than normal over the next 7 to 10 days. Let's take a look at current temperatures right now. We have some 20s and 30s out there across the region. Finally, this area up here in the Dakotas above zero. It was several days in a row we checked in on them. They were below zero. 33 here in Scotts Bluff right now, in Sydney and Alliance. 35 in Oshkosh, 24 in Gordon, 26 up in Lusk. Winds are still kind of strong in some areas at 10 to 15 to even 22 mile an hour winds coming in out of the west and northwest. That's dropping wind chills down into the teens to near 20 degrees for most of us. A few low 20s slipping in there, but all in all, it's made those temperatures today feel even cooler. Tomorrow, we're going to hop on the bus with 19 degrees, bring you back home, open the doors, and drop you off to 46. Yeah, 46. It's our nicest temperature in over a week here across the area, and we're only going to get nicer one more day before things start to change. Let's take a look at Futurecast then tonight. Winds are going to decrease as we go through the evening hours. Skies are generally going to be clear tonight. Nothing going on the weather front here in the region. Certainly nothing to worry about. Overnight lows are going to be in the single digits and teens. Most of us in the teens to near 20 degrees. Colder off to the north and east up around Valentine again. Now for tomorrow, Futurecast shows clear skies to start the day. Maybe a few afternoon clouds. We'll have some breezes tomorrow, not going to be as strong as what they were today by any stretch of the imagination, but enough to make it feel even cooler out there. And we're going to start Wednesday partly cloudy, it looks like, here across the region. Look at tomorrow's highs. Nice to see some color back on this map instead of all those blues that we've had for several days. 44 in Cheyenne tomorrow, 48 in Sydney, 49 in Oshkosh, and again, even warmer air coming in on Wednesday. Let's take a look, though, at what we've got going on after we get through Wednesday. By the afternoon time, we're going to be dealing with skies that are going to be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy through Wednesday night, and then on into Thursday morning, we're going to start to see some snow showers here across the region in the form of rain or snow, especially Thursday night into Friday morning. That's going to exit and depart off to the east. But it is going to leave us some snowfall. These are early indications. It's a quick mover, as you saw, but it's an early indication that we're going to see a little bit of light snow out there. Most of us, maybe an inch or two at most. But it's just moving too quickly in order to deposit a lot of snow. But we'll be keeping an eye on it as we get closer to Wednesday and Thursday of this week. 17 tonight with mainly clear skies and decreasing winds. Tomorrow, generally sunny, maybe a few afternoon clouds, a little breezy at times, but only 15 to 25. We're 47 tomorrow, heading to 52 on Wednesday. Good chance of some rain or snow in here on Thursday again. Highs only in the mid-30s. Mid-30s is all for Friday and Saturday. Maybe another shot of some morning snow possible Saturday. Sunday looks dry, but we're trending colder to start next week. And President's Day on Monday, a high right now of only 27 expected, and lows fall back down into the single digits.
Arby's 2 for $5 mix and match is here for a limited time. How limited? If I tell you, will you still come right now versus putting it off until oops, the deal is over?
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
With Viero's entertainment trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the entertainment trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
Welcome back. A 50-year-old Scottsbluff man accused of forcible first-degree sexual assault will stand trial this week in Scottsbluff County District Court. Jury selection began this morning in the case against Richard Rukeho, who was arrested following the alleged assault that occurred on May 7th. In addition to the maximum 50 years in prison Rukeho could be facing if convicted on the rape charge, prosecutors have also added an enhancement charge of being a habitual criminal, which would add a mandatory minimum of an additional 10 years behind bars. Well, the Rails to Trails Conservancy has announced a $65,000 grant to be shared to move the Cowboy Trail in northern Nebraska closer to completion. The trail, totaling 321 miles when complete, is one of the longest rail trail conversions in the nation, spanning much of the state of Nebraska. The grant provides critical matching funds necessary to secure $700,000 in recreational trails program funds. And firewood harvest is usually prohibited at Nebraska Game and Park Commission properties, but people who obtain permission will be allowed to collect it at Box Butte Wildlife Management Area in the coming weeks. The Commission's District Office in Alliance is granting authorization for applicants through March 10th. Those granted a permission slip are given a map of areas open for harvest and vehicle access. Authorized firewood harvesters may cut and keep any dead timber that is down in designated areas. The wood is for non-commercial use only. And for more information, you can call the office at 308-763-2940. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell will be in at the sports desk. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays, or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
Now, sports from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
Well, time's always flying when you're having fun. It also flies after the calendar flips. It feels like the high school basketball postseason has arrived in a hurry with girls sub-district tournaments this week. We'll carry the entirety of the B8 sub from Sydney on KNEB starting tonight with 2 semifinal games. Top seed Sydney takes on Alliance in the first matchup of the night there at the Cabela's Athletic Facility. This one will be on KNEB.TV only with Jeff Kelly starting at 5:15, tip-off at 5:30. In Game 2, a Twin Cities rivalry showdown as 2-seed Scottsbluff takes on 3-seed Gering. So far this season, Scottsbluff has used their quickness advantage to win games by 23 points and 9 points over the Lady Bulldogs.
You know, I think our athleticism definitely helps. I don't feel like us being undersized all the time is ever an advantage. But that's just kind of the case. We've learned how to deal with that, and we try to exploit our assets versus dwell on our shortcomings. So it's a common theme in basketball. It's always a battle of matchups, and I think that we've been able to use our athleticism. We've been able to kind of attack some areas of their game and their style. And
the Lady Cats currently sit 10th in Class B power points. Gering enters the night in that always tricky number 16 spot in the power points. The Lady Bulldogs, well, they've shown what they're capable of in 3 tough, tight losses to Sydney this year. But to get over the hump against a good team, and Scottsbluff tonight qualifies, head coach Steve Land knows it's going to take more than a few good stretches.
The biggest thing all year is that against good teams, we've found at least one quarter of about 4 or 5 minutes stretch where we don't score and we just give up things defensively. So we talked about that yesterday and tried to clamp down. We've got to be able to grind some things out in the offensive set where we get a good look, good shot, and we really got to buckle down defensively.
This Scottsbluff Gering game will be here on the TV side, and also KNEB 960 and 100.3 FM. That'll start with pregame at around 6:45. Then tomorrow night's championship game starts at 6. TV and radio coverage again with Jeff Kelly at 5:45. There's a couple of other C and D sub-districts starting tonight, including C212 at Scottsbluff. The one game at the high school tonight, then 2 more tomorrow, and the title game on Thursday. Also in town tonight, the WNCC women and men are home to take on EWC in a doubleheader. WNCC picked up a sweep back on December 30th at Torrington. Women's game first tonight. That'll be at 5:30, followed by the men's tip roughly 7:30 for that. And in high school wrestling, district meets took place over the weekend. Scottsbluff and Gering combined for 3 individual titles, and the 2 schools will take a combined 7 young men to the state tournament later this week. The Nebraska State Wrestling Championships start on Thursday, and that full list of Panhandle qualifiers from classes B, C, and D can be found at KNEB.com. That's the latest today from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back with a check on the community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV.
With the new year comes resolutions. Complete your resolution to replace your windows by calling Renewal by Andersen. And right now is your last chance to buy 2019 windows at 2018 prices. Plus, pay nothing until 2020. That's right. You will get 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. And free window diagnosis, free in-home estimate, and free removal and disposal of your old windows. Hurry. This offer ends February 15th. Call 472-2199 to take advantage of this offer before the 2018 prices are gone.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been. 'Cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
It is never too early to start planning for retirement, and working with an experienced financial advisor can put you on the right path.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, our team of financial advisors will work with you every step of the way to maximize your retirement income.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Rick Morehouse, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation consultation.
Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
And finally tonight, it was a celebratory Saturday in Gering, as locals celebrated a day of honor for John Nerud with the public this weekend. On Saturday at the Legacy of the Plains Museum, a ribbon-cutting ceremony commemorated the official opening of the Horses in the Valley exhibit, which includes memorabilia donated by the Nerud's family on a 99-year lease, along with other horse-related exhibits from the area. The day was proclaimed John Nerud's Day by the governor and mayors from Scottsbluff and Gering, with Mayor Tony Kaufman reading the local proclamation highlighting some of Nerud's accomplishments.
John saddled more than 1,000 winners, including 27 stake winners, as inducted into the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in 1972, and whose national and international acclaims are highlighted in the John Nerud collection.
Jody Lamp with the American Doorstep Project read a letter from officials at the National Museum of Racing offering congratulations to the producers of the documentary Born to Reign and the local museum, saying that they are excited that a National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame inductee and net legend like John Nerud is being recognized in his hometown area and state. The Born to Reign documentary will become part of the exhibit later in the year after being shown at locations across the country. Saturday also marked the 106th anniversary of Nerud's birthday, and 2019 is the 100th anniversary of the first Triple Crown winner. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.